is a song my dad dedicated to my mom.
All right. Here it is.
So here it is from the start of the show. Bring out the horns, cause you know I gotta go. Yes, baby, I love to spit it right, cause it's more than being righteous. I do it every night. I do more than just try to go to romance. I'll take you to France if given a chance. I am the type to light them candles. Baby girl, I like to suck your toes in the sandals. I will just fluff up your sheets. Hold, grab your ear, rock the beat. Just nibble on your body. The shoe for my hottie. Don't you understand? I let loose like a shotty. Kinda grab, protect you like a roddy. I am your man and I always press your body.
See what you see is what you get. When you ain't seen nothing yet. See what you see is what you get. When you ain't seen nothing yet. See what you see is what you get. When you ain't seen nothing yet. See what you see is what you get. When you ain't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing, I get better every day. Understand, you know I wanna play. I pray, you say that together you'll be with me no matter what, baby. You're my wife and I love you so. You can play that spiritually, we're gonna grow. I need to read more and start to appreciate what you do, cause you're more than great. You gave me my son and I feel like number one. And you cook so good and you get the job done. Your hand to the house and the flowers I should buy. I need to get more cause you are my cutie pie.
Long hair, short hair, doesn't even matter.
You look so good that you make my teeth chatter. I scatter cause I want you to see. I'll climb the chart because I love you, baby.
I love you too.
What you see is what you get. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. What you see is what you get. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. See what you see is what you get. Yeah, wifey's at practice. It's her birthday. We had a great day. Nothing yet. You know, my love, I call you Miss Axe. You're the new Miss Taylor.
I love you so much, you know there's nothing fairer. That's right, you know we are a pair of two jewels, two diamonds rocking just forever.
There's a freestyle off the top of the head, one take, after we had an argument. I went to the studio and spit this. For real. Right? I love you so right. Every other day or every other night. Do it right. All right. Plane. Who's vain? Like I love New York. That's a lot of love. See nothing yet. See what you see is what you get. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. See what you see is what you get. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. See what you see is what you get. I did this in New York, 2012.
Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet, baby.
You ain't seen nothing yet, baby.
Continues to grow, shine, so divine. Love your words, they're just as nice as mine. So, you know, let's do this life thing. Have your baby. Build our home. Let our love grow. I love you. Forever.
Hey, this is Elijah. Watch out for the true speaker.
Yeah, that's Elijah. He was little. So, what's the deal, y'all? Episode 429 of my Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast. I am Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology, and I am so excited to be here live tonight on Wifey's birthday. So she had to take Mateus to practice. I get jerseys tonight. First football game on Saturday. William had his track meet yesterday. Did well in the 100 and triple jump, but kind of messed up his hamstring. So he won't, sorry, I'm on a group chat and I got to keep the phone on because wifey, Alana will call in. So she remembers the FaceTime and stuff. If not, I'll call her during the show. And so she could say hi to you guys. And thank you for all the birthday love and wishes. So many of you guys have responded on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And yeah, I took her on a lunch date. It was like brunch down in Tempe, Arizona by ASU. It was beautiful. It was 87 degrees today here in Arizona. And sorry, we've got great weather. But you can move here. You don't have to live where you live. That's a choice. I'm a native of New York. I was there for 40 years, but I said I got to go. And it was the best decision ever. Not that Arizona's been a piece of cake and easy, but yeah, Arizona is so much more spiritual than you could ever imagine, you guys. Seriously. I mean, in New York, you barely look up and see the moon and stuff like that. You got all the buildings and the lights, but out here, I've seen the UFOs and the aliens, the crazy spiritual experiences. Obviously, my near-death experience, which, I guess could have happened anywhere, right? When you're dealing with the COVID in New York, people were dropping like flies. So God bless, and I get that, the fear, people on top of each other, and they did that on purpose to try to get the fear. So that way you could get the jizzy ab. But tonight we'll be talking about Pisces in all 12 houses for all 12 rising signs. So no matter who you are here tonight, you have Pisces in your chart. Don't get caught up with the Placidus because they have interceptions and it could take out your Pisces Virgo access. No good. Because right now the North Node is in Pisces, Venus, Mercury retrograde. So what? If you don't have Pisces, you're not going to feel the Venus. You're not going to feel Venus, Pisces, North Node, Pisces, Mercury retrograde. No, that's silly. You have access to all 12 signs. The moon goes through all 12 signs in a month. So there should be no chart where you don't have a sign. And with, Western tropical astrology, Placidus chart system, it can skip houses and it's called interceptions. And it means like you can't access the energy as easily and this and that. I call hogwash on that. I disagree with that. That's why I use the whole sign system. I'll be putting out my video. Wifey will be putting it out, I think, tomorrow on the website. She's working on the graphic. You can sign up today. I will be doing payment plans. My basic foundations astrology course begins Sunday, March 29th. We'll take off Mother's Day, 10 weeks to June 14th. And then the 21st is Father's Day. So it's going to be great. You're going to learn signs, planets, houses, aspect, modalities, annual perfections, secondary progressions, planetary joys. And you're going to learn how to read a birth chart. Okay. You'll get my book. It's 90 minutes per class, $700. And we've got payment plans. You could break it up, $350, right? 2 payments. Or if you need to, just, reach out and let me know. Eric at BigEAstro.com. You could do 4 payments, like every 2 weeks, of $175. This course is for you. This is for you if you'd like to become a professional and learn how to recharge, or maybe you just want to recharge to improve your life and do it for your spouse, your kids, your parents, your friends. But it makes you gain this ancient wisdom and knowledge. And I promise you, life slows down. There's nothing like remembering, right, the birth chart, because you selected it. So it's a remembering. The birth chart is the map of your life and the remembrance of your soul. Please don't get it twisted. It's not a sin. Astrology is in the Bible, the Torah, the Quran. It is ancient knowledge and wisdom. That's why J.P. Morgan bragged. Astrology is the language of billionaires. Only millionaires don't use it. Why would he say that? Because the truth is coming out and they use astrology. Reagan admitted to it, right? His meetings with Mikhail Gorbachev, when they scheduled Nancy Reagan's breast cancer surgery, they used their astrologer. All the presidents use it. All the Fortune 500 companies use it. All the CEOs, they use numerology, gematria, and astrology. Don't think for a second they don't. Why do you think Payday and the movies and everything comes out on Friday? Because that's Venus. Right? You should never work out on Mondays and Fridays. It will not serve you. Monday's the moon day. Venus is Friday. Best days to work out, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. You want to add 2 more days? Wednesday's Mercury and Sunday's the sun. Capiche? So we're going to have fun tonight, but really sign up for my astrology course. It will be on the website soon. You can do Cash App, $BigEAstro, PayPal as a friend, or Zelle to etaylor765 at AOL.com. Sunday, 12 noon Eastern. So it'll be every Sunday from March 29th until June 14th. And of course, we're off for Mother's Day. I'm excited. Are you? You're going to learn. It's so much fun. There's going to be homework, a lot of homework. You have to be patient with yourself. Repetition is the key to ownership. You're going to have to memorize. But with the workbook and the courses and videos for you to watch, you are going to learn this ancient wisdom called astrology. I break it down. I taught for 13 years. I'm a pro, and a Virgo sun, Scorpio rising, Capricorn moon. We're going to get into the chart in a second. And I think tonight we'll start off with Pisces and go all the way around to Aquarius, okay, in terms of doing Pisces in the houses. But Pisces rising is where we will begin. How you guys feeling? Mercury went retrograde today, and it's wifey's birthday, and the moon is now in Cancer. This morning it was in Gemini, but it finished up, and the moon is in Cancer for Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. And this weekend, I'll do the astro weather report tomorrow morning after I come back from physical therapy. So make sure you look out for that. Probably be out like around 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll try my best. Okay. But that breaks down Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's energy. And yeah, this is, it's really good. Did you guys watch the video I released, how to read a birth chart, showing you like the steps? Well, that's a little preview of what we're going to be working on and doing in the course. Okay. So let me get to the chat. How you guys feeling? Mercury retrograde, Cancer moon. It's so good to see you. And remember, I will try to come back on Saturday. We'll see, depending on what time my son's football game is and how I'm feeling. But I may come back on to do Juno, part of fortune, and Ceres in Pisces. But Tuesday, March 3rd, I have Marcy coming on. Oh my God, why can't I remember her last name? Marcy Dean, incredible. Really showing you like it's a beautiful love story. Music from the other side. Her ex-boyfriend died, drowned, and he somehow is in the frequencies along with this other woman that they just named Vanessa from the Van Buren belt. You hear them in the music, and her music, she's found it to be, can't make medical claims, but it's been very healing to people, like literally healing. She'll talk about it. It's going to be awesome. 7 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, March 3rd. And then Nettie Nellis is going to be another incredible interview. She's a shaman, combat energy healer. She's a part of the tribe. Going to talk about plant medicines, everything. It's going to be great. Then the 10th, we got Anjani Seagrass talking about the psychic and intuitive and spiritual gifts of Pisces. We're going to get into all the different Pisces placements, but really talk about the essence and the feel of these magical people. And even a little bit of that Pisces North Node. And then on the 19th, Jazz Aphrodite. Okay. We'll probably get into some numerology and cardology. And I'm taking her course right now. Okay. So I'm going to listen to your comments, and I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well. I hope you can hear me good. I just had to turn down my volume, so I hope I wasn't too loud. And let's see what's going on with the good people. We had a beautiful lunch date for wifey's birthday. It was awesome. And our oldest son made her tacos for early dinner before she went to football practice. And it was good. Eggs, hash browns, jalapenos, avocado. Hey, Evelyn. How are you, Ev? Hey, Stella Mars. So good to see you and hear you guys. BK, Stella Mars. I love it. Everybody, you can say where you're from. Hey, Quintella. Stella Mars, reach out. I think you said you're going to hit me up for the birth chart. Thank you. She had a great birthday, and she appreciates you guys. And next Friday, the tribe meeting is going to be amazing, too. Oh, God. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Woo. M's cutie paws. Hey, cutie paws. How are you? How you feeling? Are you guys feeling this Mercury retrograde already? You prefer the cold? Hey, you could have the cold. I'm not hating. God bless you. I did 40 years in the cold. That was enough. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Queen. 52 days. I'll tell her. Reputation's like, okay, well, isn't she supposed to be on your podcast coming up in March? You guys got to schedule that, Queen Bee. That'd be great. She needs that boost. Numeralytics. I miss you too, Numeralytics. Yes. Hopefully we see you Friday, March 6th. And we just bought some of your stuff. Yeah, you guys got to go buy Queen Bee's stuff. She has books on each element, and we're in the water season. Yeah, astrology's in the Bible. You didn't know that? Oh my God. Watch my episodes with Micah Dank. I did like 3 episodes with him, but go watch the first 2. But he goes all through the Bible explaining astrology. It's encoded all in there. Oh, we're going live while you're out at night. Okay. So, okay. Pisces. You guys can write in there, what house is your Pisces house? And we'll talk about it. And I'll even talk about the North Node and the Mercury retrograde. The Venus and the Sun are there right now. It's Pisces season. But the North Node is there to July 27th. So that's, we're basically in March. March, April, May, June. Basically 5 months. So we got 5 more months of the Pisces North Node and Virgo South Node. And remember, we've got the final one in the cycle. Total Virgo lunar eclipse on March 3rd. I'll be breaking that down in the newsletter. Okay. And I already did my video on it. So make sure you go watch that, right? On the last live. Total Virgo lunar eclipse. Very powerful energy. And yeah, just share in the chat what house is your Pisces in. So mine's in the 5th house, so Scorpio rising. Okay. So this Mercury retrograde is about me revisiting things with my kids. So I may actually get back to doing, I am going to teach them spades, and they know chess, but kind of go over it, and blackjack and some poker. But I'm going to get back to the sound bowl and meditations. And I think we're going to maybe make another family movie. May even do it during spring break with me and the twins. So that'll be kind of fun. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So, okay. Pisces in the 1st house, Pisces rising. So Pisces risings are literally shapeshifters, right? They are about their imagination and creativity. What's the 1st house? The 1st house is the only house of self, right? This is the house that is you. And so it's your aura, your physical appearance, your outer mask. The constellation of Pisces was rising, ascending on the eastern horizon. So that's what makes you a Pisces rising. You are very intuitive, psychic, compassionate, and empathetic. Very creative. You may be into poetry, sculpting, singing, dancing, rapping, film, photography. Remember, Pisces, you guys, it does hold the wisdom of all 12 signs. So they have this old ancient energy, like the grandma and the grandpa of the zodiac. Pisces, it is Jupiter, so they're always like teaching and preaching for you what you should do. Not in the dogmatic way of Sagittarius, in a more compassionate, spiritual way, but they still are, that old term, Weisenheimers. That's Pisces, Trust me, I grew up with my Pisces cousin, and she was the youngest, but she was always telling us, you guys should do this and do that. Of course, all the older cousins like, oh, okay, whatever. But, she's always been very psychic and intuitive and a little bossy, but, that's the Pisces energy, right? And of course, that's what I married, right? Being a Virgo. But it makes sense because my mother is was a Pisces rising and a Pisces moon. So there are no accidents. And a Taurus sun, and my wife's a Taurus rising. Go figure. I'm attracted to the Taurus Pisces energy. I can't help it. So, but Pisces rising, literally you are shapeshifters, but you kind of feel like an alien in this lifetime. With the North Node and Venus there right now and Mercury retrograde is a lot of introspection and getting back on your spiritual practice, but increasing your self-love. Venus in Pisces is exalted. It's agape, Christ-like love, the book of Ephesians. Very compassionate, empathetic. Watch out for the victimization, self-sacrificing, all that. But when it's in the first house, Pisces risings right now, you could be, getting a new wardrobe. Although with Mercury retrograde, I wouldn't do that now. But fashion and style could be on your mind because of Venus. One thing I would say, instrumental music during the Mercury retrograde. It's my tip and insight for everyone, not just for Pisces risings. And also, I would consider, increasing your spiritual practice and keeping your car clean. That's good feng shui with the Venus on the ascendant for your Pisces risings for your relationships and your money and stuff like that, keeping the car clean. Okay. So now Pisces in the, should we go to second? Yeah, let's just go around this way. So Pisces in the second house. So Aquarius risings. Okay. So with Pisces in the second house, we're dealing with someone who, when you talk about the food and the speech, the value, self-worth, family savings, family assets, money itself, antiques, survival, the toddler years, things you may collect, and like at 25 years old, you earning your own money. It could be in pharmaceuticals, software. It could be in something that's very spiritual, naturopathic, homeopathic doctor. You could be a poet, a singer, a rapper, a dancer, some sort of artiste. Pisces in the second house, it's almost like you have a decoder when you're speaking and others speak to you. The way that you interpret it is way beyond the analytical and logical, straightforward words. You are really discerning what they're meaning behind what they say to you. So the fifth house also taps into your five senses and your intuition. So here with Pisces, Aquarius risings, you definitely have a sixth sense and may really love to talk about creative or spiritual things, but also pharmaceutical medicine, things for the collective culture. These people love music. I have some Aquarius rising friends and they just love music. Okay. And remember with Mercury retrograde now, this is a time to be extremely introspective about your money, maybe investing things, saving, gold, silver, crypto, things like that, Aquarius risings, okay? That's Pisces in the second house. And I'll get back to the chat in a second. Share your houses if you have any questions about your house. Now, Pisces in the third house. Number 3, that's a Capricorn rising. Taylor twins got that. So, and all my Cap rising friends out there, salute. Queen B, Numeralytics has got that, right? So Pisces in the third house, you could be a daydreamer in elementary school. It's your younger siblings, your cousins, your skills, your self-efforts. It's transportation, your neighbor's neighborhood. It's 50 miles or closer to home, short distance trips, but it's also, motorcycle, moped, bike, mini cycle, Uber, Waymo. It's, short distance trips, but literally transportation. It's also social media. So Capricorn risings, you want to be very creative, imaginative, and spiritual over social media. Maybe talking about numerology and gematria and astrology, talking about meditation, really being more compassionate and empathetic. And you could daydream in elementary school. My kids, they're in middle school now, but that elementary school time, it was like they were in class, but they were somewhere else, born with Neptune in Pisces, third house. Oh my God. But right now, Mercury retrograde and Neptune there, Pisces rising, Capricorn risings, there could be a lot of things, and just watch out, maybe even some old things coming up with your neighbors, them playing their music too loud or leaving trash on their lawn, or just different issues coming up. So just be mindful of that. And there can sometimes be some confusion or deception with like things in your local community. Your skills, you could be really good at swimming. You may love water, rain. My kids love the rain. Maybe other Capricorn risings can share. Do you love the rain on my window? Can you stand the rain? Well, I got to watch out. I twist like this, I could fall off my ball chair. You don't want to see me fall, do you? You don't want to see me fall. You want to see me ball. Always being so tall. You know what? It's kind of funny. I'm 5'11". And I actually like being 5'11", because I used to love when the ladies would tell me, "Oh, I only date men that are 6 feet and taller." Get out of here with that silliness. They'd say that and then throw the Mac on them, and then we 5'11", and I'd be like, I thought you only want to be with guys that are 6 feet or taller. What happened with that? This one girl, she's like, "Oh, stop it, Eric." I was like, it doesn't matter. I mean, usually that's a thing when girls are younger. You shouldn't be a grown woman caught up in silly stuff like that. And plus, when you're laying down, 5'11", 6 feet, 6'1", ain't no difference. Okay. And I wear size 13, if you know what I mean. So, anywho, let's get back to the chat, and then we'll get to Sag Risings, Pisces in the 4th house. So, anybody sharing? Sharing is caring. Please hit the like button. Anybody new here, you can share your sun, moon, rising. And the birthday girl will probably call in shortly. Darling. Oh my God, a lot more comments. Okay, let me try to catch it. Let me try to catch it. Let me try to catch it. Okay, cutie paws. Yeah. Yeah. All in the Bible. Hey, Miranda. Miranda, my new Arizona friend. How are you? Hope you come to Missy's Mysteries so I can meet you March 21st. Hey, DMF, how are you? Email me, DMF, so we can get you on the Stars and Cards Lounge. Where are you out, Miranda? You out gallivanting? Yes, my mother had dementia. She used to love music. It'd make her very happy. CBD and THC is good for dementia patients too. On Sunday, miscommunication? Good. Jupiter's restored it. Oh, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. You feel it. You're getting sick? Oh, gargle with salt water, please. Start with the black seed oil and oregano oil. Soursop tea. Mullein, New York. Thank you. What up, New York? Oh, it's hot in here. My fan's not on either. 9th house, Ev. Okay. Yeah. 10th house, Pisces, Quintella, DMF. DMF. Oh, Pisces, 9th house. Okay. You Cancer risings, 7th house with Saturn. Ooh. Okay, cutie paws. You just went through a Mercury Saturn return. Uh, 18 degrees, 8th house, Miranda. So you're a Leo rising. Pisces rising, Pisces moon. Okay. Who's Pisces rising, Pisces moon? That's what my mama had. Okay, thank you. Thanks for being here, Quintella. Catch the replay. Please leave a comment. Yes. Hey, Teresa. So glad you made it. Hope everything's going well. Thank you. Yeah, wifey won't be here, but she may call in. Oh, let's see. Here she is. Okay. Well, I'm listening to the chat right now. Oh, Pisces in the 10th house with the North Node. Maybe you should FaceTime instead.
Okay. To FaceTime.
All right.
Hello.
So here's Alana. You can say hi to everybody. They've been wishing you happy birthday.
Friends.
Miranda and Cutie Paws are here. Numeralytics and Quintella. Evelyn's here. DMF, they all wish you happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I just want to say thank you. It means so much. Oh my gosh. Can I just tell you? Quintella sent me a recording of Miss Chantel wishing me happy birthday.
She did? Oh.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And she said, "Where are my cupcakes?
Uh-oh.
Where are my cupcakes?"
Oh. I love it.
And I know. I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. That is the sweetest thing ever." I feel so full today. It has been just a blessing of a day. And I'm out here walking now because I ate a nice lunch. My son made me a nice, early dinner. But
yeah, I told them.
So I got to walk. And what is it? It's probably like 80-something degrees.
87, yeah.
I'm walking. So got my sunglasses on. You know.
Yeah, Miranda is out and about in Arizona. She said, "Oh, you guys are doing a live while I'm out around." I said, "Oh, Miranda, where you at?"
Nice. Because she's down more Chandler or Gilbert or something like that.
I think she said Gilbert.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing Pisces through all the houses. We're about to get to the 4th house.
Nice.
I'll let them know your Pisces in the 11th. So, yeah. So there she is, you guys.
Okay.
So,
well, anyways, I just want to thank you so much. And, yep, go Huskies. My baby's on the football field right now.
Yep.
All right.
All right. We love you, babe. All right.
Thank you. I love you too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. See, we have the interactive podcast. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family. Can't dance too much because if I fall off this ball chair, it's going to hurt. Anyway, Pisces in the 4th house. And I got physical therapy in the morning, so I don't need to be hurting myself. Oh my God. I was killing it on leg press on Wednesday. Ooh, I woke up this morning, my legs were sore. I was like, "Oh, Eric, you got to get back in the gym on the regular." Now, I do lift weights at home and stuff like that. But now, you guys, I don't max out on the weights. I lift more repetitions, lighter weights, because after almost dying and being in coma, I still deal with back issues and my shoulder. My shoulder was completely bent forward when I awakened, and it's almost 100% back in place. But, you know, I had to get some cortisone shots and a lot of physical therapy. So this has been a year, no surprise. I told you guys, Pisces, North Node, Virgo, South Node, where I've been extremely focused on my health. And then as I was focused on the health, I realized the South Node was also bringing up health issues. Some from the past. And I had a lot of pain in the South, especially when the South Node was hitting my sun. Now it's down to like 8 degrees. But it will get to my Mars soon. And I'm just praying. That that's going to be okay. So, Sagittarius risings. Pisces in the 4th house, and I'll get back to your chat in a second. Yeah, wifey wanted to call in and say thank you and hello to you guys. It was really a beautiful birthday. God is so good. We just stay in gratitude, you know. I tell people all the time, man, food, clothing, shelter. Are there things that I wish I had or that I want? You know, I want to be able to, you know, I've never been able to take my kids to Disneyland, you know, for all the years taking care of my mom and then just, you know, money. I mean, things like that, you know what I mean? But I will say my kids are so good. Like they don't, you know, I don't know. It's hard, I think, sometimes, you know, and you guys definitely consider, you know, ordering from Sabale Pure. That's a great gift for yourself and for wifey for her birthday. At www.sabalipure.com, organic and vegan body skincare products. But, you know, it's just, it's a lot, you know, everything's on me. But wifey's going to get back full time to the Sabale Pure, and she may even get back into real estate which would be just amazing. Pisces in the 4th house. So I know he hasn't been here in a while, but Stephen the Jupiterian has it. So when you have when you're Sag rising, Pisces in the 4th house, my mother-in-law has this too. Number one, you should get a water feature. You got Mercury retrograde there, so you could be doing some things in your home or resetting boundaries or rules in the home. Venus in the North Node there. It's really important with Pisces in the 4th house is that your mother's lineage, there could be some spiritual gifts. Depending on the planets you've seen there, you could definitely have experienced spirits or ghosts or aliens growing up, but you may love to live near water, or you should move towards water. But if not, the best remedy for that is to get a water feature. It doesn't have to be fancy with the music and colors and all that, but just being able to see water flowing, especially when you have water signs in the 4th house. So this would be good for your Leo risings, and this would be good for your Aries risings as well. Okay, or the fire rising signs. You have a water sign and a water house in the 4th house. So, but that Pisces, 4th house, definitely, the water feature will help you with your imagination, spirituality, spiritual practice, creativity. It will bring you peace in your emotional mind. It really does work. Trust me. I've had many testimonials from my clients like, thank you, Eric. Oh my God. So water sign in the 4th house, especially Sag risings, is so beneficial to get that water feature, and it really can help you with your creative practices, your meditating, your mindfulness, just whatever it is. So Scorpio risings, me. Pisces in the 5th house. So this is a good time to reimagine things. Like I said earlier, creativity, their children, studying different spiritual things, right? I told you I'm taking Jazz Aphrodite's cardiology class. 5th house is education. Bingo. So you can't make it up. And I'll be a guest teacher coming up this Monday and the following Monday, teaching about the planets. So I cannot wait. Also, you guys, coming up this November, I will be, and I'll announce it for anybody in San Diego or whatever, I will be at the San Diego Astrology, I guess it's, organization or group, and I will be teaching an astrology lesson. They're paying for me to come out. It's going to be great, and I will be presenting something. So I have to see. I presented a different couple topics, and they're going to select one, but I will be out there in November, 2nd or 3rd week in November, yeah, somewhere around there. And I think it's on a Friday. I can't remember offhand, Friday or Saturday, but really excited about that to go and teach and present. And I'll be bringing my book and all types of stuff. So I will be in San Diego in November. The 5th house is your creative expression, your heart chakra. When you have Pisces here, this is a great time to do creative things with your kids. I told you about the board games and definitely got to teach them spades, right? And also, getting back with the sound bowls and tapping in with the crystals. I think that's going to be real good for all Scorpio risings. And just, whatever you create, if you have your heart in it and you use your spirituality or your imagination and creativity, it's going to do well. Venus, and even with the Mercury retrograde, it's a good time to revisit. Like I am literally Mercury retrograde 5th house. I'm starting to work on God Told Me to Tell You, my 3rd album. So I'm getting some different tracks from people, but I'm starting to write some lyrics and rhymes. I've been building them in my head, but I actually need to type them out or write it out. Probably type it out. I can't even read my own handwriting. It's so sloppy. I told you I've had a wrist surgery, and the computer was great for me because the handwriting was terrible before my wrist surgery. And I had carpal tunnel on the left, but I had torn ligaments and a cyst in the right wrist. And my writing game has not been the same. And that really sucks because I love to write, but I've just been typing since, I feel like I've been typing since 95, 96, since I got my first computer and just writing my first screenplay. My first screenplay is titled Two Guys Named Taylor. And it was basically kind of based off of me and Will Ferrell going cross country and getting into shenanigans and stuff like that. And I actually talked to him about it on Saturday Night Live, and he was like, "Yo, I like that idea," and da, 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 you know, but just, you know, never came to fruition. But yeah, so we'll see. Pisces in the 6th house. Libra risings. What's up, Libra risings? I get a lot of you, Libra risings. And please share anybody else, their big three. If you're new here, please, number one, tell me where you're from, what house your Pisces is in, but also your sun, moon, rising, if you're new to the channel. But I appreciate you guys so much. And remember, when the show is over, to come back and leave a comment. Many of you did for the last live, and it's still been growing. But go back. If you were here, go back and leave a little comment. I so appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything but 10 seconds of your life, and it really helps me tremendously. So I really appreciate that. When you have Pisces in the 6th house, you kind of don't really want to, work so hard in your daily routine. You can be very focused on your health and nutrition, and you could have a very spiritual connection with a pet. You may adopt a dog or a cat or something. You may want to work in a spiritual modality, or something creative. You may just be like, yo, I'm here to be an actor. I'm here to be an artiste. I make paintings and sculptings. Libra is a very creative ascendant, Venus, and then Venus is exalted in Pisces where it is now, and you got Mercury in the North Node here now. So it could be your destiny to make sure you take naps. Pisces in the 6th house, naps during the day can be really beneficial for you for Libra risings. They actually, by 3-4 p.m. in the workday, they may get like a little drowsy, they're tired. When we have Pisces season, don't be afraid or ashamed of resting. That's kind of what winter's about, Aquarius and Pisces season especially. You know what I mean? But Pisces season is really about retreating to the spiritual realm in the bedroom for more rest. And maybe a little hot sex on a platter. Hot sex on a platter. Now, don't forget to take advantage of my sex in the chart reading. It's on the website, BigEAstro.com. 45 minutes, $90, breaking down your 5th house, dating, romance, fun, sex. Your 8th house, sex in the marriage, but intimacy and, some serious sex. This is some serious stuff in 8th house. And the 12th house for bed pleasures, sleeping, and also sex. But we're also in the chart reading, we're going to look at your Venus, your Mars, your Black Moon Lilith, your Moon, and your Pluto. Really great chart reading. I've already done a couple of them. People are really loving it. And it gives you so much insight to your sexual nature, your desires, who you're sexually compatible to, and just some of the best, people to connect with for a great sexual experience. Okay. And of course it's classy. I don't get into things that aren't really classy. I'm kind of like an old school gentleman. I like to have fun and be silly, and I like to joke around and flirt a little, get a little naughty, got a little potty mouth, spank my mouth. But I'm always going to be respectful and classy. So definitely, I'm a professional. So I would encourage you to get that reading because it can be extremely beneficial to understand who you are as a sexual being. And there's nothing wrong with healthy, normal sex. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump of, watch it, Mr. Kelly. Listen, right now with all that's going on in the world, R. Kelly seems like harmless. I'm just saying. Pisces in the 7th house. I got a sun with this, Virgo risings. So this one's challenging because you have to be very conscious and aware that you're going to be idealistic and unrealistic around relationships. The 7th house is contracts, negotiations, relationships, business partnerships, marriage. The scales of justice for the courthouse and also for shopping. It's the kitchen, it's fame, maternal grandmother, skills of the first child and the second child. So with Pisces here, you got to read the small print. right? And we're going to get to the chat and then we'll continue on with the 8th house. But you got to read the small print. You have to have spiritual discernment when it comes to, because you can idealize your partner too. Like, oh my God, they're the best. He's the best guy ever. Yeah, no, he smokes weed all the time and plays video games, but he's got a great idea for a new app. Now he's 42 and living in the basement. So I'm just saying, you just want to have spiritual discernment, because also when you are signing a contract, just make sure you're sure. Maybe let another friend check it out, because when we have the Pisces in the 7th house, we're wearing rose-colored glasses, just like we do in the 1st. So when you have it in the 1st, you need to tap into the Virgo energy in the 7th, so you're being very logical about the other half. But when you're a Virgo rising, you got to kind of stick in that 1st house. But you could be overly critical and too analytical and logical. But then the 7th house of relationships, business partnerships, you could be too dreamy and idealistic. Like, oh my God, look at him. He's 6 feet. You know how to come full circle. See, that's a good comedian. You bring it back. You bring it and then you bring it back. Oh my God, he's 6 feet. I think I love him. Meanwhile, he's a crackhead that cheats on you and abuses you, but he's 6 feet. Hope none of y'all did that or experienced that. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. This is stuff that I actually experienced. That's silliness. Now I'm not gonna lie. I tend to like a woman a little bit taller than average. The average height's about 5'4", 5'4.5". I've dated ladies 5'9", 5'7". My wife's 5'6". Have I ever dated any shorties? Yeah, couple. But I definitely dated a lot of tall ladies. Guess I like them tall. But okay, let's get to the chat. To the chizzy, E Complete gets busy. Did you guys like that song, Our Love Still Grows? You've heard it here before. I've played it before, but some of you new people never heard it. So it's off my second album, True Speaker. But what was crazy, like literally, Alana and I had a bad argument, okay? And I left the house. I was pissed at her. She was, whatever. She was angry at me. We were just angry at each other. But I went to the studio that day, and I didn't even write it, I swear. It was one take, freestyle off the top. We constructed the track, the Lauryn Hill sample, and I just went in, Our Love Still Grows. And I was like, boom. It was powerful. Actually, that's my only song right now that's on Spotify. So go listen to it on Spotify. Give me some plays and spins or whatever. I don't know what that is, but yeah, E Complete on Spotify, Our Love Still Grows. I've got to re-release the first and second album, and I'll get it done eventually, because I want to have them all out there on Apple Music and Spotify, and I don't know, wherever else. All my music's on SoundCloud. If you go to SoundCloud, you could check out E Complete. All one word, E Complete. And but when I do God Told Me to Tell You, I'm going to listen to Miss Kimberly, right? Manifest on Purpose, because she said I should add another E. So it'll be E Complete, ECOMPLETEE. And that's better for me numerically, the numerology. So I'm going to try that for God Told Me to Tell You and see how that plays out. Stay tuned. It probably won't come out till 2027, working so hard on this book. And then I'm starting to write my NDE. I'm teaching my course, March 20th. It's a June. I'm taking this cardology course. That's 13 weeks. So your boy is super busy. Plus, I'm a husband and a dad. And I'm always, reading charts and making videos every day. I try to put 2 to 3 videos up each day on Instagram and TikTok. So I'm busy. Hopefully you guys follow me there. I'm also on X, but please follow me on TikTok and IG. I greatly appreciate it. And tell a friend to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My biggest following is here. And then I would say TikTok, IG, Facebook, and then X. But between all the platforms, let's see, 4, 5, almost 6. Honestly, I think I'm close to all the social media's 17,000 followers together. And I know that that's, compared to others, it's not that much. But see, for me, I got to tell you, I don't get caught up in the numbers. But my 17,000 people are like really loyal and are active and a part of it and interact. And now, yeah, would I love to have more interaction and comments on IG on my posts? Of course. But, I've got to get better. I've got to get your attention better in my videos and be more, oh, top 3 reasons why you should love Pisces, like all that stuff. But I don't know, you guys. I'm just authentically me. Love me, hate me, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not begging nobody for nothing, and I'm not doing no crazy, silly, stupid trends. And I have astrology ethics and morals. I don't talk about celebrities that are still living unless I have their permission in terms of their birth chart. I won't show it. I may talk about a placement about somebody and stuff like that, right? Beyonce, Aries rising, stuff like that. But I'm not going to, I don't feel I have spiritual and energetic permission to do Beyonce's birth chart live here on YouTube. It's just not cool. The birth chart is the map of your life, the remembrance of your soul. And I understand how this ancient wisdom, there's karma with it. So I will always be moral. I'll take the morality before the Benjamins. And maybe that's hurt me in my life, but I hope you guys can respect that about me, because that means you can trust me, not only just with your information, but just with the truth. I am a humble servant, and that's why I need your support, whether it's a Snapchat and donation or a Cash App or just a like and a comment. I need my 10,500 people and change to step up and show out. I love the comments, and I love, some people that come to my page, and, you look at my astrology page to some other astrologers, there's some astrologers, they just give you the new moon, the full moon, and, certain eclipses and stuff like that. But to me, you get that here, plus you get your entire birth chart broken down. And I didn't rush any of those videos just to get them up. If you listen to it, you're getting the real truth of like Jupiter in Cancer, Mars in Pisces, Saturn in Aries. Like, I go in deep and hardcore for you guys. So at the end of the day, I can go to sleep at night knowing that I do and give my best, and let the followers and subscribers come when they come. I'm going to be here forever, forever and ever. BigEAstro will be here. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get to the chat. I said my things, but I say all that to say, don't forget to Cash App, $ BigEAstro, Snap, Super Chat, like, comment. I appreciate it more than you could ever imagine. This is not a hobby. This is my business. BigEAstrology.com. Okay. And I'm worth every penny because I really give you the knowledge and the truth. And not just the straight up astrology. You're getting the intuitive gifts and all of it. And all my New York City acting, hip hop flavor and knowledge. You trying to kick knowledge? All right, let me check back at the chat. Thank you for listening to my spiel. And then we'll get to Pisces in the 8th house shortly. Okay. Oh, Alana Taylor. Hey, Lana Taylor. You're welcome for your song, baby. Cutie Paws, Miranda. LOL, thank you. Social Loner. I like that name. I'm kind of a social loner. I'm very friendly and social, but I like my time alone too. Because I'm always creating. Oh, the tribe members. You got to come join. We got a lot of people in the tribe. Oh, exactly. I do need more followers for that. for more opportunities and stuff, My channel and my knowledge. Oh, yes, there's ethics and morals. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. There's ethics and morals in anything and everything you do, cutie paws. Okay, so I did Whitney Houston's birth chart, and that's out on my celebrity birth chart list. Check my playlist. I did Marvin Gaye, Richard Pryor, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. Integrity is everything. That's right. I do have to live with myself. Yes. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Integrity is a big thing for me, and values. And that shows up in my astrology and my cardology and my numerology. You know what I mean? I'm here to entertain and educate. As a 1-3 generator, that's my job, right? I'm the mad scientist. I got to go and study and experience it, test it out on myself, and then share with you, right? So, like I tell you, like I like to ground and earth in nature and meditate. I do toning, light language, speaking in tongues. I do breath work. I do ice cold showers sometimes. That may not work for you. You may need to do Bikram yoga, and you may need to do hiking and cross training and sitting in the darkness still. That may be your thing. You know what I mean? Or red light sauna. And I like the red light sauna. I just got to be able to afford it, right? But I can afford everything. Money comes to me with ease, right? So we just got to speak the intentions that we need and desire and want. And we never tell the universe that we want. That's the spirit of lack. But yes, cutie paws, there's morals and ethics in every aspect of your life. Okay. And integrity for real. But I believe in good and bad karma. And to me, it's bad karma to, even read, but at Coffee Talk, I'll do the charts. I've done Beyonce's chart at Coffee Talk. I did Jay-Z. I did Diddy. I did Justin Bieber. I did J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel. I did Jeffrey Epstein and Charlie Kirk. My Coffee Talks are amazing. And coming up in March 7th, I'll be putting up the video and the graphic probably in a day or two. It's 2 hours, $22, Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, March 7th. I'm going to be doing, starting on June 19th, Chiron enters Taurus. Okay, and I'm going to break down Chiron and Taurus for all 12 houses to get you ready for it. So that's going to be a good one. You definitely want to come, whether you have Chiron Taurus natally or we're all going to experience it in transit. You want to come and learn this inner knowledge. Look at the chart, because this wounding is going to be around our value, self-worth, our speech, our throat chakra, and our money. So Chiron and Taurus could be when we switch the money, right? The stock market and all that stuff. So you never know what's going to go down. That's when they may do stuff. But it could happen before then. Who knows? They're doing everything, the nuts and bolts behind the scenes now. So people are like, oh, Eric keeps talking about it, but it's never happening. Well, think about how big it is to switch over, right? It's already done. The blockchain is already on the stock market. So if you follow these things and pay attention, you could see that things are happening and moving. They're going to have a USD stable coin. So it's already happening. It's just that when it happens, people are going to think it happened overnight, but they're already doing all the mechanisms now. So please, get this. It's not for joke. It's not a game. Pretty soon, it could be checkmate. And this is where we may have to fight or protest or whatever. I don't know. But, they are going to try to financially enslave us. And when people get fired, and a lot of the white collar jobs and then the service jobs, right, of working at a fast food or different restaurant, it's going to be freaking AI and robots soon. And so the trades are going to be important. That's why my son is going to EVIT, right, to learn how to work on cars and high expensive bicycles and moped, motorcycle stuff like that. He's got a skill at it, Mercury and Taurus. And he's Gemini sun and moon and Virgo rising. So, these are things are important to understand. This is why astrology is so important, right? You're not a victim in a 3D or 5D, but when you gain this wisdom and knowledge, everything slows down. Slow down like brand Nubian, and you can see things coming. To be honest with you, Alana will tell you, like, nothing really surprises me. I predict the future all the time. Part of it is because I have Uranus in Libra in my 12th house, and I get visions and dreams. But some of it is just I know the astrology and I know how the energies will literally manifest on the world scale, but in our personal lives based on your chart. You guys have questions, you can book a transit reading with me. Saturn return chart reading. You got Saturn in Aries, you better book that chart reading. Annual perfection based on your current year of life. These are ones that are more affordable. The birth chart, that's $250. The audio birth chart, that's $150. Very affordable. But and I run sales and deals all the time. But I love you guys. That's it. All right, Pisces in the 8th house. So if you have Pisces in the 8th house, you're a Leo rising. Leo risings are more spiritual than you know. And it's because of that Pisces in the 8th house. But sometimes they don't pay attention to it. They don't understand it. They neglect it. They ignore it because it's even hidden to them. For Leo risings, Pisces, sun, moon, and risings are physically or sexually attracted to you, Leo risings, no matter what your sun sign is. That sign in 8th house will always be attracted to you, right? I used to wonder, well, why do I keep dating or meeting all these Gemini women? Well, now as an astrologer, I know I'm a Scorpio rising, Gemini in the 8th house, Gemini, sun, moon, risings. And I can't even tell you how many Gemini women I dated. It was a lot, Lucy. It didn't work out though. It was a headache. I needed to find my Pisces, but she was hiding. It took me to 37 to find her. But the great thing is, we're gonna be together for a long time. We may make over 60 years. Wouldn't that be something? Coming up on 18, June 30th. So when you have Pisces in the 8th house, and now you got Venus, North Node, the Sun, and Mercury retrograde there, Leo risings, this is the time where you really need to tap into your spiritual practice. You may have some of the clairs come online, especially when Uranus goes into Gemini. That could be an interesting time. It could be kind of challenging too, to all of a sudden start to hear voices from the other side. And when people pass away, they're like coming to talk to you and giving you messages. But this can be a time where you get an inheritance or IRS, an overpayment, and they send you back some money. You definitely should connect with crystals and herbs. This is, burdock root, silajit, ashwagandha, name it, sea moss, all of it, right? Burdock root, dandelion, all that stuff. But definitely connect with your crystals and make sure, even though it's illegal, maybe you don't have to do it after this year, but definitely pay your taxes. Okay. And your partner's resources at this time for Leo rising could increase as well. Pisces in the 9th house, Cancer risings. I think we got some here. Hopefully that was good for you, Miranda. Introspection. And really, this is a good time too for you, Miranda. Maybe you sign up and take my astrology course because Mercury, Venus, Sun in the 8th house, right? To like investigate and spiritually connect to the esoteric occult knowledge. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the chizzy, stuff like that. So yeah. The 9th house, it's your father's teachings. Just as teachings, the relationship with dad's in the 10th house. 9th house, your father's teachings, your wisdom, beliefs, your philosophies, your higher learning, master's, PhD, the guru, the shaman. It's going on vacations, but it could be going on trips to like learn. You can get to architecture here. Agriculture. Archaeology. Everything with an A, archaeology. This is the house of your 3rd child, the skills of your 2nd child, your grandchildren, your 2nd marriage, if you have one. It can be publishing, writing a book. This is like 32, 44, 56 years old, right? So on my birthday in September, I'll be 56. I'll be in a 9th house perfection year. So for Cancer risings, Jupiter is kind of trining, the Sun and Venus energy right now, right? This is a good time for you to tap into your spiritual beliefs and philosophies and maybe cement a new a new practice, right? A new way of connecting with guided meditations or your meditations, or watching videos on YouTube to help you spiritually connect, or whatever it is. But you could also go on a vacation, right? Be like, I got to get out of this cold weather. It's freezing. I'm gonna go to the water. This is the thing. A lot of Cancer risings, really good swimmers, but they love the water, whether it's a pool or ocean, right? I mean, I know it's literal for Evelyn, but some of the other Cancer risings, you may be. Look, here's an example. I'm a Scorpio rising. I love the water. I would love to live on or by the water. I'm an ocean swimmer. That's how I learned how to swim. Now I got a little play pool, but you can't really do too much swimming in there. But I get in. And it's good for exercise. I've done some good exercise with my elbow. I brought the shoulder and elbow, trying to avoid. Do you guys know anything about peptides? I'm trying to avoid elbow surgery. So I'm trying to learn and maybe do some work with peptides to avoid. I got ganglion cyst in my right elbow. Of course, the doctor was like, I've never seen this before. They're normally in the back of the knee or your wrist or hand, but you have a bunch in your right elbow. And I said, yeah, doc, I'm an enigma wrapped up in an anomaly. And he started cracking up. He goes, that's hilarious. That's a t-shirt. He says, if you make it, I'll buy it. And I said, yeah, I need to. So Cancer risings, definitely. And your beliefs, you're not going to preach them on others. You're going to be like, hey, you live how you live. I live how I live. You're going to be very spiritual, compassionate, very, very intuitive and psychic. You know what your beliefs are. You're not worried about what the others think or say. Gemini risings, Pisces in the 10th house. And then we'll get back to the Chizat. Pisces in the 10th. And anybody new here, please comment. If I missed you, I'll go back further up and share again. Because I could have missed people. I started at Alana and maybe I didn't go up high enough. But just let me know about your what house, if you resonated with something I already said, or if you have questions. And if you're new, please like and subscribe and share your sun, moon, rising, your big three. Because astrologically, I will break it down for thee easily and naturally, because I am the E-R-I-C. Just need a wife and kids to continue my legacy, the son of Rid, continue my dynasty, the son of Kid Taylor, and that's a real legacy. I'm out. That's how I ended my song, my mission. All right. So Gemini risings, Pisces in the 10th. Whoa, the sun's there. So you're going to overcome your obstacles. Venus, Mercury retrograde. This could be writing a letter, forgiving your father and asking for forgiveness. Forgiveness is a gift to you. When we forgive others, forgive doesn't mean you forget. Somebody did you wrong or dirty. You got to keep your distance. And don't get caught up in but they're family, they're relatives. You choose your family. They're just blood relatives. They don't got the right to disrespect you and treat you wrong. No. Blood does not. No, that blood is thicker than water. That's not the whole saying, right? The blood is the covenant of the blood is thicker than the water in the embryo sac or something like that. So the whole thing is saying, you kind of make your covenants and choose your family. Everybody's relatives. You may be really big, Gemini risings, into film and photography. You have dreams of a career. You're like, I dream that I'll be on stage. I dream that I did this and that, right? I have dreams. But you got to be more realistic. You can be extremely idealistic and unrealistic about your career and work, right? My oldest son has this. I was talking to him about it the other night. You can be very soft-spoken or like sensitive or compassionate and empathetic in public. Your creativity is really good. You're very talented. With North Node, Venus, and Mercury retrograde there right now, you've got to really think about how you show up in public. Remember, the 10th house is not just your career, because the midheaven could be anywhere from 8 to 12. Most commonly 9, 10, and 11. But the 10th house is always the workplace and the work environment, your public image, your reputation. Oh, I know Eric Taylor. That's Cheryl's son. Oh, that's Kid Taylor's boy. You know what I'm saying? So the 10th house is also always going to be your legacy. Legacy. You guys like Lettucey? My wife loves Lettucey. My wife and I have seen some nice concerts together. We got to go to some more shows, but we want to take the kids to see some more theater. You know, we want them to know culture, and we've taken them to see a couple of different plays. Really fun, amazing stuff. But that stuff like that is really good for children. I saw The Wiz when Michael Jackson. I think it was I was 5 years old, 75. Was on Broadway in New York for The Wiz. I saw that as a little boy, and I remember that to this day. It was somebody's dropping some plates or dishes. Either it was 74 or 75. I can't remember. But you'll see I broke down Michael's chart. Go check out my celebrity birth chart series. I got to do some more. And I just recently put out, I think I put out Bruce Lee. Did I put out the Bruce Lee one yet? I may not have put out the Bruce Lee one. I thought I did. But Bruce Lee, Jimi Hendrix, and D'Angelo. So my celebrity list is, Richard Pryor, Marvin Gaye. Oh, I got to redo. You know whose birth chart I want to do? Bjork. Do you guys like Bjork and know Bjork's music? She's one of my favorite artists of all time. She's just dope. But I forgot what I was going to say. Forgive me. Oh, I have to redo Sinead O'Connor. I messed up the birth date. And I knew that I had it right, but somehow when I did it and recorded it, I was a day or two off. I think it's still going to resonate, though. I have to check to see the moon, but somebody pointed out to me. I haven't taken it down yet, but I got to redo it because, I can't be putting the wrong information out there. So I'm going to have to put that video private and then redo it because that bothers me. But her stuff was wild. I researched her to death. Like I did Marilyn Monroe. I need to do JFK, RFK, MLK, and Malcolm X. So I may work on those during spring break if we don't go away. Okay. So that's Pisces in the 10th house. And you could have a very creative connection with your father. You can work in software, pharmaceuticals. You may work on research or something private in isolation if you're not in the creative field. Film and photography, I told you, stuff like that. Pisces in the 11th house. Oh, sorry. Before we get to Pisces 11th house, we got to get to the chizzy. Let me do the chizzy. Do the chizzy dance. Let me do the chizzy. By chance, do you do the chizzy too? So how you guys feeling tonight? I want somebody to tell me, like, how you feeling with this Mercury retrograde and the Cancer? Oh, sorry. I don't know what is going on. Oh, let me see. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I got to get this right. Sorry, I'm listening. Oh, okay. Yes, sex is supposed to be normal and beautiful. Good point, Alana Taylor. Rose-colored glasses with cutie paws with a relationship. Social loner. I love that name. Please share your big three. Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, Pisces rising. And Pisces Lilith. What's your sun and moon? Pisces rising, Pisces Lilith. Social loner. It may be on iTunes. Yeah. Our Love Still Grows, but it's on Spotify. My video's on iTunes. Who's in control? 6'3". Rose-colored glass. See, you fall for them tall guys, and they might do you dirty. Watch out. Them guys that are 5'10", 5'11", they'll love you right. Pisces Mars first house. That's funny. So I did miss some good comments. Sorry. See, I got to go back. Oh my God. I love you guys. Yes, you're welcome for your song. Oh my God. He was 6'3". You are so funny. It's hard. We all, I had rose colored glasses with a Leo woman, and she did me dirty, broke my heart. I've had my heart broken a few times, but I never really knew true love until I met Alana. She's my real love and soulmate. I thought I knew what love was, but yeah, the tribe members are amazing. Sorry, I'm still listening to your comments. So, yeah. So, Cutie Pose, what sign was that guy? Cutie Pie, you should maybe sign up for my astrology course. I think you would really love it. But definitely, yeah, I got to do Whitney. I got to do her daughter's birth chart. Go watch the Whitney Houston one and leave a comment. It's really good. Yeah, thank you for saying that, Miranda. And integrity means everything to me. Wifey would tell you, she'll tell me to do certain things. I'm like, I can't do that video. Yes, please share me with your friends and family. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, baby. That's true. Share me with your friends. I'm a good follow. Thank you, Cutie Pie. I mean, Cutie Paws. It is more intimate here, and we really do care. Like, thank you. My channel is the real deal. I really appreciate that. I receive that. Thank you. But Alana and I like to give love to you guys. Social loner. Yeah, you got to play the game, baby. You're right. Okay. Social loner. You said definitely. I don't know for what. Did you say your big three, social loner? Service. You said you're the Pisces rising. What about the sun and moon? You love trade schools, yeah. Terat Solusha, Palusha, welcome. Yeah. No, digital money. They could erase your money at any time. Think about that. That's the whole point. They're trying to get us, you guys. Like Tarat Balusha. Yeah. But don't worry. Manifest that it won't affect you and that it won't happen. Don't worry. Be maniacal, intentional about what will play out. We're not victims in the 3D or 5D, you guys. Okay. So don't worry. And this coming from a Virgo that worries all the time, used to worry all the time. Gemini is your besties? Okay. Social loner, what'd you say this time around? Your son is? And Gemini. You're a Gemini with a Pisces rising. Okay. So, social loner, did your parents get divorced? And how's your relationship with your dad, with the sun in the fourth house? You're an introvert. That's why you're social loner, but you're oh, who said the mediumship? Yeah, get back to your mediumship and connect with me. Yeah, you would love it. I mean, learning this, it's made, I wish I knew this in my 20s. Your third child's a Cancer rising? Okay. They may like to swim. They're going to be very nurturing and caring. Evelyn is a sweet soul, and she's a Cancer rising. Virgo rising by a Forest, Sagittarius. Yeah, but just maybe a place that's warmer. Frankincense oil is amazing. Virgo rising, you got to worry about that seventh house though. Gemini sun, Libra moon, Pisces rising. So the Gemini sun in the fourth, the Libra sun, the Libra's sun is in the eighth house. That's why you're here. So you really may love to collect crystals and herbs. Oh, David Bowie. Yes, I've wanted to do him for a while. So April, March coffee talk. I told you I'm doing Chiron and Taurus. And then on March, Friday the 13th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 65 minutes, only $13. I'll be doing Brandon Lee's birth chart because 2 months ago we did Bruce Lee. We do Brandon Lee, and then I'll put that up in my celebrity birth chart series. He's got a fascinating chart, and everybody loved Bruce Lee. So we figured, they asked, can we do Brandon Lee? And I said, yeah, in March. In April, I'm going to be doing Uranus in Gemini transit for 7 years. None of you guys want to miss that. You should all come. Okay. I'll announce the date, sometime in March, but April. And then the second one, maybe I'll do David Bowie in April. I forgot what sun sign he is, but I feel like his birthday. For some reason, I feel like he's like an Aries or a Taurus or something. I don't remember. No one, David Bowie is an Aquarius, but let's just ask Siri. Hey, Siri, when was David Bowie born?
David Bowie was born January 8th, 1947.
Ooh, Capricorn. Okay. We could do David Bowie. That may be a really good one. But listen, people make requests, and then when I have the coffee talk, the people that request or vote and stuff, they don't come. So if I do David Bowie, you better come. Okay? Come on. And it'll probably only be $13. But coffee talks are amazing. I do 2 monthly astrology meetings a month, either $22 for 2 hours or $13 for 65 minutes. But it's always a stone groove. We always learn. Sometimes I do with Coffee Talk members a blind birth chart reading at Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric. I'm a New Yorker, so Coffee Talk. But Evelyn will tell you, and some other people here, Coffee Talks are amazing. We learn so much, but it's interactive. I ask you guys if you see something in the chart, interpretive. But when we do the blind birth chart readings, let's just say I was doing Miranda's chart at Coffee Talk. Only I would know that it's Miranda. None of the other Coffee Talk members would know. We read the chart as a group, and then towards the end, I reveal who it is, and then Miranda would give us feedback of our reading. So it's like you get a free reading, but then we're also learning, and then we get instant feedback and interactions of like how her life has played out. And so it's just so, oh my God, it's like, it's an astrology party and souffle. But I wanted to create a safe space for people because I know during this ascension at this time, we can feel extremely alone and isolated because you may be the only person in your astrology and your family that likes astrology or that's awake, that's totally out of the 3D matrix. And you're like all on the spiritual stuff and you feel like, oh, everybody ostracizes me and I'm weird. And I'm like, hello, you're not weird. Come to Coffee Talk. Big E's got a group of, people from all over the world. People come to Coffee Talk. I've had people from, Australia, Bali, Poland, Amsterdam, Nigeria, Jersey, Florida, Ohio, California, Washington, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Michigan, Detroit, New York, just all over. You name it. I've had people come from all over, and chart readings for people. I can't say I've been in every country, but I've definitely done at this point. I used to keep track for a while, but I've done well over, I don't know what I'm up to now. I think I'm over like 12 or 1,300 birth charts I've done. That's a lot. I know on my website, I think I have like 1.1 or 1.2, but I may be more now. I'm not sure, but, Alana will tell you guys, like, I love what I do. It's my work or job or career, but it's a calling. I help to form the zodiac and constellations in Lyra and Vega, right? And Akashic Records, Debbie Solaris was breaking it down. And she's like, this is why you got astrology so easily and got it so quickly, is because I've been doing it for millennia. Also in ancient Kemet and Atlantis, so yeah. Now, Pisces in the 11th house. Okay. So we're talking about the Taurus risings. This is Alana, wifey has this. My guest on the 10th, March 10th, Anjani Segrist has this. The Taurus rising people stand up. I know one of my coffee tribe members has this. Gail. So Pisces in the 11th house. 11th house is what? Extreme wealth. It's hopes, dreams, wishes. It's your father's siblings, right? I just thought about that. My wife, she definitely, our father's siblings definitely had some of that Piscean energy going around. That's deep. It's stepchildren. It is nonprofit, philanthropic, environmental work, wild exotic animals, gold, astrology, aliens, UFOs. Now, you see the esoteric and occult knowledge in the 8th house, but specifically astrology is connected to the 11th house. But all the, ancient wisdom and knowledge, you see 5th, 8th, and 11th house, okay? 11th house is the internet. It's the actual political offices, president, vice president, Congress, Senate. 11th house is your ankle, calf, shin, Achilles. So with Pisces here, the sun, North Node, Mercury retrograde, Venus, this could be a time where you're, focused on your beauty and your love. You may feel very compassionate and empathetic. Like wifey may be very compassionate towards me right now, very loving, because Venus is there, right? Mercury retrograde, right? This is where Taurus risings, you can be contemplating and thinking about, how you communicate over the internet or with groups and organizations. This could be wanting to start a nonprofit or really wanting to redesign your website or, things like that. Think of this as more long form, right? I've been telling Alana, this is a good time for her to get back to doing some more videos on Instagram and YouTube. You guys go subscribe and follow her on IG, TikTok, and YouTube. Sabali Pure, Sabali Pure. Okay. I'm going to type it in the chat. You could check out her website, but she's also here on YouTube and social media. You know what I'm saying? Gotta support wifey. She does so much for me, so I always love to promote her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my typing is a little slow today. TY, yeah. I'm just gonna put the name Sabali Pure. You know what .com and the social medias and all that stuff are. But Sabali Pure, organic vegan body skincare. So Taurus risings also, you could have spiritual connections with your friends groups and organizations. You may want to join a spiritual organization, or you may create your own, right? Like Alana and I created Knowledge is Love Tribe Community. Well, she got Pisces in 11th house, her son. Okay, but that's where it is right now in transit. This can also show that you can manifest more wealth and love with the North Node and Venus and the Sun being there right now, Taurus risings, through, the internet, like how you communicate with groups and organizations and over the internet. Okay, Mercury retrograde. So get in your introspection. This is a good time on Mercury's retrograde for Alana to release one of her amazing meditation videos. She could release it here on Big Astrology on my platform. I think we're going to do that maybe this weekend. We'll see. So those are some examples for Taurus risings, okay? Aries risings. Pisces in the 12th house, right? This kind of wraps it up, and I'm not going anywhere. Well, there's 7. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes, but Aries risings, Pisces in the 12th house. Definitely watch your overeating in the bedroom at this time. North Node Venus, you could be obsessive about things. The Sun and Mercury retrograde, but this is the time, Aries risings, you got to get in creating your dream book. Have Pisces crystals, the amethyst and whatever else in your bed, under the pillow and next to your hip and thigh. You really want to tap into the spiritual realm. We're not victims. So remember, you talk to your ancestors, your guardian angels, Archangel Raphael, Gabriel, Michael, your spirit guides, your higher self. There are different versions of ourself. The past, present, and future is all happening at the same time. So, you really want to visualize where you're going to be in the future, and it's going to change your present. Capiche? But you don't worry about the future, and you got to let go of the past, and you want to be conscious in the now, right? We want to stay as conscious as we can in the present. So even in my chart readings, I help you to reprogram your subconscious mind. You have to be maniacal, intentional with your intentions, your thoughts, and your words. Spit it absurd, kick it to the curb. The nouns over the verbs, right? We don't talk bad about ourselves. That's old Piscean age stuff. Talking bad about yourself, that was like 2019. We don't do that in the 2020s. Does that make sense? I don't want it to make sense. I want you to understand it, and I want you to let it stick to your rib cage. Keep you warm like a hot blanket. Because self-love is everything. When I really took the time to go within and really focus on my self-love and not just date and just have these, flings. And I started to, I'm also a relationship coach. I got my Elevate to Love program. I really started to work on manifesting my future wife. And that's what I did. And at the same time, Alana was in Colorado doing the same thing. You've heard us share the story before, but some of you guys are new here. But it's really powerful. And, God gave me all that I wanted and asked for, but even more. So I have different tips and insights and practices that I did that I can share with you in the relationship coaching program to help you manifest your soulmate and the love of your life. And I can only say it works because I did it for myself. And I'm just wow, I was blown away. The first time we spoke on the phone was 3.5 hours. And when I heard her voice, and we both felt the same way, I was like I'm home. Her voice sounded clearer than any woman's voice ever before. It sounded like it was just made for me. Do you know what that sounds or feels like or sounds like? That's how it felt. And it was beautiful. So, ask me any questions about the Pisces energy. The moon's in Cancer right now. If you are a Cancer sun sign, tonight, tomorrow, the next 2 days, this would be because the moon will be in Cancer Friday and a good part of Saturday. So you could do some intermittent fasting, no drugs, no sex, no alcohol, no cursing, no meat. Because this is where the chrysalim, the Christed oil, goes from the root to the crown chakra. And it's like your body is being healed on the cellular level. Every month when the moon comes back to your natal sun sign, it's an opportunity for the 48 or 60 hours to reset and cleanse. So no drugs, no sex, no alcohol, no cursing, no meat, right? No, none of that. And trust me, whenever the moon is in Virgo and I do this, I feel amazing. If I eat crappy when the moon's in Virgo, I regret it. And if you start to track the moon and think about that in your lives, watch how when the moon, and you should book my moon tracking service. Oh my God, it takes you through a full month. What's the moon? Your body, your health, your intuition, the family you create, your mother, your emotional response, your reactions. When you learn about the moon and transit and how it is in all 12 of your houses hitting your personal planets in your birth chart, that's one of the best services I ever created. It literally makes your life fall into line, but to such minute detail. You start to see how I should be eating. When the moon is in Scorpio in my first house, I should eat like this. I got to do more stuff with water. When the moon's, I've noticed really big differences. When the moon is in 11th, 12th, and 1st, I got to really watch what I'm eating. I'm trying to figure out why, but I guess it's because it's hitting a lot of my planets. I got a big Virgo stellium. I got Uranus in the 12th. I got, Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune in the first. I got a lot of empty houses because a Scorpio and Virgo style. I'm basically all earth and water. I have a pretty unique chart. So, any questions and comments? And remember, you Pisces out there with your birthday, reach out, maybe book a solar return chart. If you've already done a birth chart reading, the solar return is very important. Like, for example, wifey's birthday is today, but her solar return was yesterday. So your solar return this year will probably be the day before. And that's when the sun returns back to the degree point, not the birth date, but the degree point and the minutes. So you'll probably have a different moon and rising. So solar return charts really are great. I tell you all the time the story. I did my cousin's one year and I saw some things and I said, you got to go to a doctor and see what's going on. And thankfully she went. Turns out she had a cyst in her breast, but it wasn't cancerous. But then she also had some other health issues. So I saw it in the chart. Ooh, I got a little cut on my gum. I don't know if I was flossing too hard last night or this morning or... Oh, you ever do that? And with a toothbrush like slips off your teeth and cuts your gut, scratches your gum? I don't know what I did. Alana teases me. She says I'm very rough with my toothbrush. I think I brush kind of hard. I'm just like, I want to get these suckers clean. But, my teeth are kind of like shaped a little funny sometimes. And I had a chipped tooth when Ronald Reagan was on his inauguration day. That's how I knew he'd be a bad president. I was in a bus accident and could have almost died. The whole window came in, but my head hit the thing and bam, and chipped my tooth. 1980. Never forget it. So, all right, let me see your comments and this and that. Any questions even about the Pisces North Node and different things? But this is the time to ask, I'm home alone. Well, two of my sons are here, but I'm here. You know me. I can stay on here all night. But I am a little tired. I had a client today. It was really great. The wife and the husband have both done readings with me, and they're just an amazing family. And, I have my astrology students I'm teaching right now one-on-one. That's been awesome. And I'll be teaching for 2 weeks, the next 2 Mondays in Jazz Aphrodite's course on cardology. And I'll be getting prepared for my course, so March 29th. Sign up today. Email me if you're interested, eric@BigEAstro.com. We can, like I said, we can work out the payment plans. It's $700 for 10 weeks, 90 minutes a course. And if you need to, you can break it up, every 2 weeks, $175. Or, break it up, 2 payments of $350. But it's really a steal. One, to keep it not, I didn't want to make it so it's not too expensive because I really want you to get this. And you guys, it makes you a better parent. And even if you don't have kids, you learn this knowledge. It's going to help you for when you do have kids or when you meet that person. Because you really shouldn't be getting married without. I would never get married without knowing someone's chart with what I know now. Like, seriously, if you're thinking about getting married and you really care for somebody, book a synastry compatibility chart reading with me, or a chart reading of your, potential mate, because you want to know. Like, I would be afraid to be single right now. I would, like, I'm old school, right? I got married once, and I think that's it. Wife. That's why I say, wifey, she got to be here with me. We're here for 3 digits, so I'll be here at least to 2073. Can you imagine me with my gray locks coming on here, 90 years old on YouTube? Hey, y'all doing? The moon's in Pisces tonight. But let me tell you something. Even if I'm like wrinkled and gray and 90 years old, I'll still be spitting rhymes and giving you the astrology. You mark my words. Oh, I'm a stubborn SOB. You think the COVID and the Delta and the Valley fever, 40 days in coma, you think that was going to kill me? Oh, I had family and friends that wrote me off. Wifey never gave up on me, neither did my kids, because they had that deep water faith, and I have deep water faith. But my will to live, oh God, you can't measure it. And they were really trying to kill you, boy. That's a whole nother conversation. Okay. So let's see how you guys are doing with the comments. And anybody else that's new that wants to share their big three, I'll break it down for you. And definitely, like I have also, a wifey's going to put that up in the next day or two too on the website. My Black Moon, Lilith, and Chiron, the Wounded Healer chart reading. 30 minutes, $75, breaking down the signs, houses, and aspects to your Lilith and your Chiron. This will help you with dealing with the rejection and repressed energy and tapping into your tribe and intuition, wondering where and why you've been over-sexualized. Lilith, what house it's in. And the Chiron, the Wounded Healer, will look at the degree point and talk about what age you had your emotional, physical, or spiritual wound. But when you heal others, you're also going to be healing yourself. These two, that's why I created this service. These two together are very powerful energies, and you want to understand them, but you want to be able to work with them and heal them. Okay. So let me get to the chat. I love that name, Social Loner. You got to reach out. I want to meet you now. Oh, they're still together. Oh, that's a blessing. Okay. Wow. Okay. See, that's an example. The sun in the fourth house always doesn't lead to divorce, but Pisces, eighth house. Okay. Hey, Lotus. What's up? Hey, Sherry. How you guys feeling? Okay, Pisces, book a chart reading or solar return. A desk full of crystals? That's awesome. Oh, I love it. Oh, a packed eighth house. Yeah. Maddie's eyes. Hey, Maddie. Yes, a love chart. I can do a love chart for you, Maddie. Yeah, Teresa is a tribe member. She goes to Coffee Talk. Yes, thank you. We do. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. We do have so much fun, and it's just a big love fest. But we learn and we talk about real stuff. But connect with these crystals; they're powerful. Ah, group tea spilling over coffee. Mercury Scorpio, you would love it. Mercury Scorpio, investigating charts. Miranda, that's for you're funny. I know you're kidding. Phoenix Lotus. Phoenix Lotus, do I know you? I feel like I know you. Coming up to Vegas Saturday to see your son. Okay. Sabily Pure. Yes. Oh, thank you, Social Loner. You're the best, Social Loner. I love that. Go support wifey. Yep. Yeah. It was a long distance. We met through Match.com, you guys. In 2007. Thank you. Yeah. She had a great birthday today. I just love to see her smile. Honestly, like I that's my greatest goal every day. No matter what I do to make my wife smile and to hear her laugh, that's a good day. If I can do astrology readings, learn something new, and make my wife laugh and my kids have a good, productive day, then that's my food. You know what I'm saying? That's your boy's food for real. I will say this. Please know at this time we are And leave any more questions or whatever in the chat. And any of you new people, if you still want to, you can share your big three. But I would say this. I want everyone to realize there's no going back. There's no going back to 2019. There's not even no going back to 2024. Pluto came into Aquarius 2024, November 19th to 2044. Uranus will go into Gemini. Come to that coffee talk in April 25th. Chiron's going to Taurus. It will come back in Aries for a little bit, but it'll be in Taurus. I think to 2034. It's coming in in Juneteenth or September. Then it retrogrades back, and it'll be back in again next year. Saturn and Neptune are in Aries. Saturn's in Aries to April 12th, 2028. Neptune's there to 2039. So we're talking about Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Saturn's the last planet you can see with the naked eye. My eye is naked. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are the outer planets. They affect entire generations and the collective energy. Uranus, 84 years through the chart. Neptune, 165. Pluto's like 248 or 250. It can depend on each time. But we have shifted out of the Piscean age and moving into the age of Aquarius. I told you when I did Pluto Pisces, I really theorized that I think 2068 is really going to be the start of maybe the age of Aquarius when we get to Pluto Aries. That's a new beginning. Just like the Saturn Neptune, it's bringing in a new beginning of leaving the victimization and self-sacrificing and the, oh my God, the cancer culture. And, oh, don't call me a name. Now, the OGs here tonight will tell you, me, Alana, Evelyn, Teresa, well, we grew up, they call it jonesing or snapping the dozens. We used to call each other all types of names and this and that. And if you had beef with somebody, it was like taking care of it with your hands. People didn't hide behind computers or cell phones and this and that and talk smack about one another. Think about it. Like now everybody's got a voice, but not everybody's voice is worth hearing. And I don't mean that in a mean, arrogant way, but not everybody has an opinion that is valid or worth anything. Some people are just talking to be talking. It's hot air. And I will honestly tell you, I've never gone on another human's Facebook, IG, YouTube, TikTok, and left a negative comment. I've never done that. I don't understand people that do that, or just to talk smack or talk sugar, honey, iced tea, just to do it. That is such a punk mentality. That's not down with Gen X. Gen X, we say it to your face if we're going to say something. I'm not hiding behind a computer. If I don't like you, or I got to say something to you, I'm going to say it right in your grill. I'm a man. So, it's a whole different world and realm right now. But don't get it twisted. Everything's moving forward. All those planets I told you, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, in Aquarius, Aries, and Gemini, that is assertive. That's masculine energy, not male, masculine, initiating, aggressive, assertive, outgoing. And we're leaving the Piscean age of illusion, delusion, deception. I believe. Aquarius is I know. Big difference, right? So, really contemplate that. Like, what does that mean to you and for you in your life? Because with Pluto there, right, this is like, I know the truth, right? Some of you didn't know about the SA and the grapes and the trafficking and stuff before. Believe what you're hearing now, because it's the truth. A lot of us have known this for years. If you're new to the party, wake up, get the smelling salts, and be like, oh, wow. Alice in Wonderland is over. The Yellow Brick Road is over. They've lied to you and us, all of us, about everything. The medical system, science, space, religion, money, history, genetics, food, agriculture. They've lied to us about everything. You are deficient when you don't have cannabis in your body. The endocannabinoid system is in your body. It's in you. It's a herb. It's a plant. God, they say it came from Sirius B, dog star Sirius. Cannabis. The ancient Dogon tribe in Mali, Africa. But cannabis, it's in your freaking body. When you don't have it, I'm not saying to go smoke marijuana, right? You can eat it, you can drink it, different things, and you don't have to do THC. You could do CBD, but you have the endocannabinoid system in your bodies. They only teach it at 15% of the medical schools, but it's in your freaking body. So when you don't have it, you're deficient. So that's why it helps so much with Alzheimer's, cerebral palsy, dementia. I know. My wife and I took care of my mother. I took care of my mom over 17 years, my wife over 10, 12 years. And we would see that she would be more clear of thought and more verbal when she had THC or CBD. It was powerful. I just wish I did it all the time and more often. But my wife definitely extended my mother's life. Both of us, I go to sleep at night really well, knowing as a cat moon, like the Bible says, honor your mother and father. My whole life, I've honored both of them. Everything that I've done in my life, from the Screen Actors Guild to television, film, theater, movies, being in the New York Times, even school, graduating college, I did it all for my dad, really. My whole life has been, since I was 6, to please God in heaven and my father in heaven. And now, this time, since 2021, when my mom passed, everything is really for her. Of course, now it's different because everything I do is for my wife and my kids and myself. But, I'm a complex but simple man, right? I don't need all the fancy stuff. Like, I laugh at people that are still caught up in materialism and this and that. Like, I'm rice and beans. Like, I'm just like, I'll have avocado and an apple for lunch. Like, I'm very, in some ways, Lana will joke and say I'm so picky and high maintenance, but really, and she knows it, I'm really low maintenance. Like, I go with the flow, and literally I could have apple slices and avocado for lunch. I could have an orange and avocado for dinner. Like, I'm not like whatever, but I've been around extreme wealth, right? I know class and wealth. And so when I'm around people that it's like new money and they have, they think they're like, so, oh my God, look at me and I'm so unimpressed, but it's like, you think I'm supposed to kiss your butt because you're a lawyer or a doctor? It's just a job. That's not who you are. I want to know your heart and your soul, your character, your integrity. Who are you? That's what impresses me, whether you're a woman or a man or whoever. I'm not impressed by your wallet. I've met plenty of wealthy, rich people that were complete jerks and a-holes. And I was like, get out of here. I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? You got the wrong cat. People could never put me in a box. And that's the Neptune on the ascendant. You never met a brother like me. I've had the most unique, diversified upbringing and like ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm good in the hood and I'm good in the burbs. I'm good in the country. I'm good in the city. I grew up riding horses, swimming, playing tennis, swimming in the ocean, playing basketball, grew up summers in Martha's Vineyard, People say, "Oh, bougie black guy." Like, yeah, I mainly know intelligent, wealthy black people. That's like, my family and friends. Like, I don't know, but then I went to community college. I got some, some friends who are not so wealthy and more, street ghetto. Love them too. It doesn't matter to me. Who are you? Because fake is fake. You could be rich and fake, or you could be poor and fake. And you could just be fake as shh and fake as f. And either way, I'm going to call it. I'm going to see it. And I don't care about your race, your culture, your gender. Like, I got no judgment and no hate for nobody. I am authentically Eric Taylor, E complete, Big E. And Big E Astrology is tatted here, the Big E. That's my nickname since I was 6 years old. I started off the business with Tailored to You coaching, but then we decided to switch it because I wanted to, I was doing life coaching in the beginning, and I had like a chronic illness coaching, and I was going to do stuff teaching kids like how to write rhymes and all this stuff, and everything. But what was happening is that everybody wanted to do astrology with me as I was just starting out and learning. So then I was like, eventually I told Alana, I said, I need to change my name so people know that I do astrology instead of Tailored to You coaching. And then I was like, Tailored to You coaching. But then when I thought about it and I did rebranding and redid my website, I was like, yo, I'm Big E Astrology. And the E connects to so many things, right? It's the earth, it's energy, it's evolution, it's the fifth letter. There's so many things behind it, but it's also Eric. But Big E, I got that nickname playing basketball up at Martha's Vineyard because I was the smallest kid in the league. I had big feet, big glasses, and a big mouth, and I could barely reach the basket. So one of the coaches up there, shout out to my boy Peter Clemens. I don't know if we're friends on Facebook. I hope he's still alive. He was great, but Peter Clemens, Bob Jennings, Tom, they named me Big E after the basketball player Elvin Hayes. And that's been my nickname since I was literally, but the summer before my 7th birthday, 6 years old. And the whole season I made one basket, 2 points, but my team won the championship. UCLA, I was on UCLA. So I won 3 championships up on the Vineyard playing basketball, which I think is the most in my family, out of all my cousins and stuff. I think my cousin Tom won 2, but I won with LSU, St. John's, and UCLA. I kind of would have won a 4th one with the Sonics, Seattle, but that season was kind of weird. So, all right, I'm running my mouth. I'm going to get ready to say goodbye. I'm going to read any last comments or questions and just thank you for being here with me. But please come back, leave me a comment. Email me if you got questions. I'm really a friendly, nice person. Just if there's something you want to know or ask me, I don't mind. But I encourage you to really, think about it. I know times are tough, but doing an astrology reading, it'll make times less tough and it'll make your life easier. And that's why I implore and encourage people so much. I'm not going to beg you because it's a choice for you. Whether you book a reading with me or not, I'm going to be good. But I want you to be good. And learning this ancient wisdom, you'll be goody good. It's a joy and a pleasure. And like I said, it's the map of your life and the members of your soul. So it's about you learning you, literally. This is what you chose. You chose to have Mars in Pisces. You chose to have, Venus in Virgo. You chose to have Saturn and Saturn in Aries, or Saturn in Taurus, Saturn in Virgo. You chose this. You chose to be born with the Pluto Libra generation, and that your soul is here to learn its life lessons through the lens of relationships and marriage. Pluto Libra, that's tough. 71 to 83 is tough. A lot of the Pluto Libra clients, my wife has one. She's been married twice. I'm her second marriage. A lot of the Pluto Libra people have never been married, or usually they're married more than once. I've had a few of you guys come on with me, and you're married once, and hopefully it just stays like that. But it's more rare. Usually it's never married or married more than once. And either way, you could have a lot of issues with relationships in your life, with your parents, with your siblings, with your neighbor, with your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your younger sibling, your spouses, people you dated. It goes on and on like the butter on the popcorn. All right. Any questions, last comments, last call for astrology, peoples? Oh, got a lot of stuff here. Oh my God. I love it, you guys. Thank you. Keep writing in the chat. I love it. All right, social loner, you're starting us off here. Let's see what you got to say. Happy birthday, wifey. Thank you. I received that. Yeah, Alana. Empress C, welcome. Have you shared your Sun, Moon, Rising, your big 3? You're new? Thank you. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Share your big three, Sun, Moon, Rising. Before I go, I'll break it down for you. Miranda, what are you saying? Oh, the moon. Miranda, you would love the moon chart reading. Oh my God. It's heavy. And even heavier for women with the menstrual cycle and stuff too. But remember, the moon is the family you create and your mother. Yes, the moon is body, health, and intuition. Yep. You're welcome. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Chandra Camaria, are you new? Please hit like and subscribe. Share your big three. Tarot Belushin, are you new? Chandra Camaria. Okay. Chandra, maybe. You're single? Okay. Hit me up for a love chart reading. It's only $53. I'll break it down for you. Show you who you should be with. Yeah. Kinder parent, definitely. Yeah. Self-acceptance and love. I love that. And more patience for other people. Because you understand the energies. You're like, oh. Uh, Chandra Camaria. Yes, I do love readings for single people. It's called the Love Chart Reading. $53 on my website, BigEAstro.com. Oh, Pisces are great. Pisces are funny. Tarot Belushin, what you talking about? The show's over and I'm off. Yeah. All right. It just ended. I don't know. And okay, I don't know if you guys can see me, if I'm back on, but I'm going to say goodnight. Episode 429, Knowledge is Love. I thought it ended. It froze me. I don't know what happened. I don't see the chat anymore. Kind of weird. Oh, there's the chat. Oh, the live is still going on. Huh. That's weird. So can you guys?
That phone is Salmon told 7,949.
Yeah. So anyway,
19
leave a
hours,
comment for me, you
40
guys.
minutes,
I thought it had
20
ended.
seconds.
It didn't.
Oh, well, until next time, Biggie and family, great
Oh,
night,
you're welcome. You're
everyone.
welcome.
At the Mammoth
Yeah, the computer just like froze up on the
3,421.
live, and then I thought I ended it, but it didn't end. So I refreshed, and you guys are still here.
Text him at Empress
Thanks, Mama.
C5M19.
Yeah, I never done Chadwick Boseman. I'd like to do him. Maybe I'll do Chadwick in
Thank
May.
you at Jackie Washington, 19
Okay.
hours, 40 minutes,
But
and 20
I'm
seconds.
definitely.
Red question mark. Have you done Chadwick Boseman chart?
No, never did
At
Chadwick.
the Mammoth 3,421. 19 hours,
So
40 minutes.
at least I can end it
and
cleanly.
20
I don't know what
seconds.
happened for a bit, but
LOL hilarious.
episode 429, Knowledge is Love, Pisces, through all 12 houses for all 12 rising signs. Please sign up for my course, 10 weeks, $700. You can do payment plans. It'll be on the website. And also, if you have questions, email me, eric@bigeastrology.com. We'll teach you how to read a birth chart. You're going to learn signs, houses, planets, aspects, planetary joys, annual perfection, secondary progression, learning about the planet orbits, retrograde, everything. And you get my astrology book too. You can do 2 payments of $350, 4 payments of $175. BigEAstrology.com, book services. And thank you. And thank you for all the birthday wishes for wifey. I truly appreciate it. And I just, I love you guys. Okay. Have a blessed evening. And thank you for rocking with your boy. And I don't know what happened. That was Mercury retrograde. See? I didn't do anything to the computer. I promise. It just froze. Biggie Astrology. I'll probably be back on Saturday night. Okay. If not, maybe Sunday night. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, that'll be for episode 430. All right. Biggie Astrology. Maybe I'll do Sunday. Maybe Sunday's better. Sunday at 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll see. All right. Look for me Saturday or Sunday. It just depends on how I'm feeling. I may be weird and do both nights. All right. Much love. Biggie Astrology. Peace.